The one furiously smashing the furniture in the video is Li Yan, and what she is smashing is the home of her in-laws. What exactly pushed her to lose control like this? Li Yan and Zhao Dongyu have been married for 5 years, and their daughter is also 5 years old. But this year, while Li Yan was working away from home, she suddenly received a divorce petition from her husband. The news struck her like a bolt of lightning. Soon after, someone sent her a photo of a strange woman and a baby. The strange woman in the photo was lying on a hospital delivery bed, looking extremely weak. According to the person who sent the photo, the woman had just undergone a cesarean section. And the person taking care of this strange woman was actually Li Yan's mother-in-law. Who exactly is this strange woman? Could her husband's sudden divorce filing be related to her? In an instant, shock, confusion, and rage overwhelmed Li Yan. She could not accept what she was seeing. The baby's appearance looked strikingly similar to her husband, Zhao Dongyu. Li Yan had been working away from home, struggling to support the family, yet this was how her husband's family treated her. So she decided to go home and demand an explanation. When asked about the woman in the photo, Zhao's mother avoided answering directly. She explained that taking care of that woman was only out of sympathy. She said she had also taken care of Li Yan in the past, so she was taking care of both. Hearing this, Li Yan became extremely emotional. In her eyes, Zhao's mother now had 2 daughters-in-law. Every word Zhao's mother spoke felt like a needle stabbing into Li Yan's heart. When talking about her son's wrongdoing, Zhao's mother expressed regret. She admitted that her son had indeed crossed the line, and that the baby was her son's biological child. At that moment, all recent suspicions were confirmed. Li Yan felt suffocated. What hurt her even more was that Zhao's parents had known everything from the beginning, yet no one told her. She only learned the truth after the other woman had given birth and after the divorce papers were sent. Everything happened without warning. When Li Yan went upstairs to her room, she became even more furious. She had only been gone for 1 year, yet all of her wedding photos and couple photos had been removed. Only empty frames remained hanging on the wall.
为什么呢？当时你们是吵架了还是怎么？他现在不是就是想跟别人说他没结过婚嘛，没小孩的嘛，就是想骗另外一个女孩子嘛，就把她娶下来了。
It turned out that Zhao Dongyu had already planned to end this marriage. Seeing the home they once lived in together, Li Yan became furious. She picked up stools and sticks and smashed the furniture. Even though these were things she had worked hard to earn, the moment she thought of how she had supported this family for years, her emotions exploded. She vented her pain and anger uncontrollably. Soon, the room that once held sweet memories was completely destroyed. All those memories had now become resentment and hatred. And at that moment, something unexpected happened. This marriage had gone through many ups and downs. Over the years, Li Yan's mother had watched her daughter give everything to this family. At home, Li Yan had always been the cherished daughter. Yet her husband's family treated her as nothing more than someone who should earn money for them, and now she had been betrayed. Li Yan's mother completely lost control. She swung a hammer angrily at everything in sight. Li Yan, consumed by pain and hatred, set fire to the bedding prepared for her wedding. The flames burned fiercely, just like the burning of her heart. Once the memories were turned to ash, what else was there to hold on to? Thinking of her daughter's suffering over the years, Li Yan's mother collapsed to her knees, crying in agony. As the marriage shattered, both families descended into chaos. Seeing the home he had worked his entire life to build being destroyed, Zhao's father rushed over and also fell to his knees, wailing in despair. As smoke and hatred filled the air, this marriage tragedy transformed into a conflict between families. Zhao's father wept bitterly. The home he spent years building was reduced to ruins in a single moment. He didn't know whether to blame his son for betrayal, or blame Li Yan for her rage. Must everything really be solved with hatred and destruction? Was there truly no room left to salvage 5 years of marriage? And why did Zhao Dongyu himself still refuse to show up? The wife worked tirelessly outside to support the family, yet suddenly received a divorce petition, along with a photo of another woman and a baby. When she went to seek an explanation, she was met with heartbreaking truth. Li Yan said that she and Zhao Dongyu were childhood sweethearts, with a deep emotional bond. After marriage, both went out to work separately. They saw each other less and less, but she still loved him deeply. When she thought of their 5-year-old daughter, tears streamed down her face. Their daughter rarely felt warmth from her parents together. Li Yan wanted to save this marriage, so her daughter would not grow up being mocked for having no father. So she decided she must find her husband and get the answers, even if it meant life or death. After searching, Li Yan finally located the hospital where Sun Yufan had given birth. At that moment, Zhao's parents were inside the ward. When they saw Li Yan, they appeared awkward. Zhao's mother was holding a baby tightly in her arms. The sight made Li Yan's anger boil. When asked whether the baby was her grandson, Zhao's mother directly admitted it. She said it was her own son's fault and that she had failed to discipline him. But to Li Yan, it felt like the sky had collapsed. The baby in Zhao's mother's arms was indeed her husband's biological child. Facing this undeniable truth, Li Yan's fury erupted. Faced with the angry questioning from Li Yan's family, Zhao's mother could no longer defend herself. Li Yan could not understand. She was the legal wife, yet Zhao's mother had chosen to protect the other woman. Zhao's mother had once said Li Yan was her real daughter-in-law and that she would never accept another woman or another child. Yet now, everything was the opposite. Seeing Li Yan's pain, her relatives became emotional and began blaming Sun Yufan. In an instant, Sun Yufan became the target of everyone's anger. Meanwhile, she remained silent, weak from childbirth. When asked whether she knew Zhao Dongyu was married, she said that at the beginning, Zhao told her he only wanted a girlfriend and never mentioned marriage. Later, they slowly fell into a relationship, and she was kept in the dark. She said they had been together for over a year. When she learned she was pregnant, she happily told Zhao, but he then confessed he was already married. Her world collapsed. Having come from the countryside and struggled alone in the city, she desired love and a home. She treated Zhao as her only emotional support. She never imagined the truth would be so cruel. So when this deeply human wish clashed with morality, Sun Yufan made the wrong choice. She not only destroyed another family, but also hurt herself and her child. Hearing Li Yan's words, Sun Yufan's eyes filled with tears. If she had left the moment she learned the truth, none of this would have happened. But now, everything was irreversible. Had Zhao Dongyu not only betrayed his wife, but also deceived her? Would he finally show up? When the two women finally met at the hospital, the devastating truth surfaced. The husband had deceived both of them. Li Yan never imagined that the man she trusted would have a child with another woman. Li Yan's mother shakily took out a bottle of pesticide. She said Li Yan had once tried to end her life because she could not bear the emotional pain anymore. When love turns into betrayal, the pain is almost unbearable. Li Yan did not understand. 5 years of devotion, why did it end like this? The one she longed to confront, the man who caused all this, kept avoiding her. Seeing her daughter destroyed like this, her mother wept helplessly. Perhaps out of guilt, or because he had finally made up his mind, Zhao Dongyu finally appeared. He claimed Li Yan was too emotional, that they argued often, that the home felt cold. Meanwhile, Sun Yufan was gentle, warm, and made him feel cared for. He called his betrayal a moment of weakness. He said because the two lived apart for work, temptation overcame him. When the child was born, he panicked and did not know how to face anyone. But his actions violated responsibility and destroyed trust. He hurt his wife, his family, and his own child. He regretted it and said he wanted to fix the marriage.
这个我错了，我这是真的是做错了，好不好？请你原谅。
His voice carried guilt and shame. He sincerely apologized and hoped Li Yan would forgive him. But the baby had already been born. The existence of that child was a wound that could never be erased. Even if he cut ties with Sun Yufan, what about the child? Zhao said Sun Yufan's family was asking for financial compensation, but he had no ability to meet either woman's expectations. He was trapped between both sides, paying the price for his choices. Perhaps due to the pain, perhaps because she no longer believed him, Li Yan refused to compromise. The two walked away without resolution. In the end, Li Yan planned to take legal action and wait for judgment.
This marriage had already begun to crack from the moment Li Yan left home to work. She thought she was working hard for this family, but she did not know that some people enjoy your devotion while quietly planning to remove you from their life. Zhao Dongyu said personalities did not match. Long-term separation, he felt lonely. But in the end, it was not the personality that changed, it was the responsibility that disappeared. True love is to remain committed in monotony, to be disciplined in the face of temptation, rather than disguising betrayal as helplessness. The mother-in-law said she took care of both, which sounded like she was making up for the situation, but in reality, she was personally pushing another woman into despair. As for Sun Yufan, she was not innocent. The moment she chose to continue, she became part of the harm done to this marriage. In this situation, no one won. When love comes with pain, when marriage encounters misfortune, she can only face it with strength. To part peacefully is the end of fate. If you were Li Yan, would you choose to forgive, or would you choose to walk away? Please leave your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.